in a Mediterranean mood today. Oh, this dancing with great age movement has me hungry and moving. Great exercise. Have you ever did any Mediterranean dancing? How about ever ate any Turanian? Haha, no, Mediterranean food. Oh, me either. But we have a guest that's going to show us how to cook some beautiful Mediterranean dishes. So get ready as we begin to prepare. Let me see if my special guest is here. Oh, he's there. I think I'll invite him. Great age movement, we're cooking and exercising.
Happy New Year and welcome to Season 2 of the Great Age Movement at Home Lab Series in partnership with the Health Museum. It's all about benefiting seniors and to the community at large. Today, we're going to work from the kitchen. We have a special guest who will come on after I show you some kitchen exercises, and she is going to introduce her favorite dish. Her name is Lily Paxton. I'm Fritz McDonald, and before we begin, we just like to thank you for participating and watching us and even doing some of the exercises. Our video is live, and after you can find the video itself on the Great Age Movement Facebook page to review any of the exercises. Always check in with your doctor before you start any exercises. This is purely instructional, and it's just to add a little bit of extra in your life. Each day should be special, and we should all be thankful for being alive. Let's begin. The kitchen exercises I'm going to show you today, I'm going to be using washcloths, a bath towel, and a roller pin. Let's get started. The first exercise or stretch I'm going to show you is I want you to stand close to the counter. It could be at a table, it could be at a kitchen counter, or it could be an island. So I'm at an island, and what I'm going to show you first is I want you to spread your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to place your hands in front of your hips, and you're going to press into your palms and on your toes. And we're going to lift our bodies up, get a good stretch, and slowly come down. Let's do 10 of these. We'll count up and inhale down. 2. And we're working the back of our arms and our calves. 3. 4. Inhale. 5. And just go as far as you can. You may not be able to lift your body with your arms, but you can certainly raise yourself on your toes, working your way to 10. 7. Work on your breath. 8. This is a great way to just start your day, get your body moving, get the blood flowing. 9. And making your kitchen a little more purposeful besides just food. 10. Great job. We're going to do everything twice. Let's take some deep breaths. 2 seconds through your nose and 2 seconds out your mouth. Again. And blowing out. Empty those lungs. One more time. Through your nose. And out your mouth. Excellent. Let's do one more round of pressing into our palms and raising ourselves on our toes. 1. Take that breath. 2. 3. 4. Breath. 5. 6. Working our way to 10. 7. There you go. Feel those triceps contracting as you lift your body up. 8. Slowly waking up each part of your body. 9. One more. And 10. Good job. Now I want you to take your washcloths. There are options to this. You could just merely move the cloths themselves, or you can add a little weight. I have wrist weights. You can even put a dumbbell, a 1-pounder in there, and just place it inside the towel so you have a little more resistance. I want you to step out about a foot from the counter, shoulder width apart again with your feet, and you're going to keep your back nice and straight, your legs slightly loose at the knees, but still your legs straight as well, and your hands are together. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide our hands out. Just go as far as you can tolerate, as if you're about to bow after that performance. Keep your chin up. You're going to feel a little bit of a stretch there in your hamstrings and your buttocks, and you're going to come right back up. Just like that. Good. We'll count as we go out. Keep looking ahead, looking towards the future. 2. Inhale. Working our way again to 10. 3. Engaging our back muscles. Increasing that range in your shoulder. 4. Very nice. Inhale. I put on some easy meditative music to relax the mind. 7. Let all those worries go. 8. 2 left. Thank God this island's long enough for my long arms. 9. Beautiful. One more. Inhale. And number 10. Excellent. And come up. Good. Let's just kind of shake it off. Let's take 2 breaths, 2 seconds up. And blow it all out. One more time. And blow it out. Now what we're going to do is we're remaining in our spot, at least a foot from the edge of the counter. And you're going to place your hands together, still using your washcloths. And you're going to keep your legs fairly straight. I want you to reach forward, bend your hips, engage your core, and make nice big circles opposite each other. Just like that, and come back to the standing position. Let's do 10 of these. Bend your hips, reach forward, keep your chin up, and bring it around. Nice big circle. I'm feeling that blood flow, head to toe. 3. Imagine you're swimming in the water, in the ocean, doing the breaststroke. 4. Working our way to 10. Building up that appetite for Lily's, one of her favorite dishes. Can't wait. 6. 4 left. 7. 8. Last two. 9. One more. And 10. Good job, folks. Now the next 10 are going to be in reverse. We're going to come back around, bring your front shoulders and chest in. You're doing your hip flexion there, and you're coming right back to standing. Let's do 10 of these. 2. So relaxing. Getting our stretch on together. 3. Being grateful for today. 4. And treating yourself well. That's important. 5. 6. So all those house chores truly are exercises. Wiping the counter, washing dishes, sweeping. You just want to be mindful of your body mechanics so you engage the right muscles to make all that happen. Down to 3. 8. Coming back to full upright standing. 9. Feeling my hamstring stretch. That's great. And 10. And the last thing I'm going to show you, we're going to use, that's right, a roller pin. I don't think I've seen one in a couple years. So if you haven't used your roller pin for cooking, use it for exercise. We're going to lay a bath towel over the edge on each side, just to give you a little bit of traction. And you're going to spread your feet shoulder width apart again. And you're going to hold your roller pin by its handles. And you're just leaning forward. Just reach as far as you can. Maybe you can only go halfway. Or maybe you could do the full length of the table. Or the width of the table, excuse me. Really reach out. And come right on back. Arching your back, keeping your chin up, looking straight ahead. 2. And back. 3. You can certainly think about food. And this is a big piece of dough, and we're about to make a pizza. Maybe in the future. 4. All the way back, inhale. 5. Inhale. 6. You don't necessarily have to have traditional weights. You can find things in your home, in your kitchen, to use for resistance. Canned goods, bottles of water, they weigh a pound on average. Or look at me here with the rolling pin. 8. 2 left. You can also do a half, still engaging that core, and you can do a whole. Last one together, and 10. I usually do 2 sets. Your muscles have memory, so it's good to repeat things. You could do 3 sets. You design it the way that it works best for you, that you get the most out of it. So those are some instructional stretches and the forms of exercise when you add resistance that you could do in your kitchen. I'm Fritz with Great Age Movements, and we'll be right back to show you how to make course tabbouleh with Lily Paxton. See you shortly. Hi, welcome back to the show. I'm with my dear friend and also a great volunteer with Great Age Movement, Lily Paxton.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here today and share one of my favorite dishes, which is course tabbouleh. And I'm so excited also to be able to support Great Age Movement. It's one of my favorite nonprofits to support.
Thank you. And you've done a tremendous job. I'm so glad you're going to be sharing an interesting dish that most people probably don't even make or think about. Usually you pick it up at a store, a Mediterranean restaurant, and it's, according to Lily, very easy to make and very healthy. So she's going to take us through the process.
Yes. So basically, the original tabbouleh is what you would normally get at your Fatties or one of your other Mediterranean restaurants or grocery stores. It just contains a lot of parsley, chopped onion, mint. It's very simple, and to me, it doesn't have enough texture. So what I've done is I've converted the traditional tabbouleh into what I call coarse tabbouleh.
Oh, okay.
Which is wonderful because it has a lot more fresh vegetables, which means a lot more antioxidants, a lot more fiber, a lot more cancer-fighting ingredients, a lot more minerals.
So the coarse part is more like because you're adding texture with vegetables?
I'm adding more texture with vegetables and things that you already probably have in your refrigerator or in your pantry that you just really haven't thought about using. And the great thing about my version is that you're actually able to substitute, and I'll kind of go into that as we go along.
First off, tell me a little bit about how you were drawn to Lebanese food or Mediterranean food. Do you have a history?
Yes, I actually do have a history. I spent almost 6 years in the Middle East and in Lebanon and have traveled that region quite often.
Gotcha.
So I did fall in love with the cuisine, and I cook a lot of it. I learned basically how to cook the majority of the dishes, but I've also been able to put a Lily spin on it.
Yes.
So I take the traditional and then I just enhance it.
Yes.
So I infuse it with my flavor.
It's Tex Lab.
Yes. I infuse it with my love and flavor.
Gotcha. So, I love your mask. Who made that?
Oh, this is a Deborah Lentz original.
Oh, a friend of ours, also Great Age Movement. She's been very involved. We thank you. Beautiful. She's amazing.
Well, great. Well, I think, do you want me to go ahead and start with the ingredients? So basically, here's a bowl of the chopped ingredients. It's very easy to make. So what I've done is everything is equal parts, 1 cup.
Okay.
So it's 1 cup of chopped parsley, 1 cup of chopped tomatoes. I prefer to use a grape tomato that you can just slice in half. Of course, you can use a Roma tomato or a garden tomato and just dice it up as you wish. 1 cup of cucumbers, 1 cup of red bell pepper. Red bell pepper has so many different nutrients and is so heart healthy, and it just gives that nice little zing and a nice crisp.
Yes, and fiber if you're having a little,
Yeah, and fiber, of course. And then half a cup of green onion, which also gives it, kind of like that springtime freshness.
Yes.
Which I absolutely love.
I love all the colors.
Yeah, and the colors are great. You know what I mean? It's wonderful. This dish is actually vegan. It's also vegetarian.
Okay.
It has a lot of protein because I add chickpeas. You can either add canned chickpeas. Goya is what I'm using.
Okay.
You can use any brand.
Yes.
Bush's makes a good brand. Everything that I'm using here, you can find at H-E-B or at most grocery stores.
Now, did you say there is a substitute for chickpeas, like another type of?
Well,
have you heard of pigeon peas?
What?
Pigeon peas. It's Caribbean.
You could do that, or even like the cannelli.
Oh yeah, cannelli.
You can use a cannelli bean, just kind of a white bean, I think.
And the reason why we mention that is because not a lot of people want to run to the store and buy a bunch of stuff. You can also work with options in your pantry or in your refrigerator.
You might be able to, try it with a black bean also. You'll want to strain the bean. You don't want to use the juice.
Okay.
But if you don't have chickpeas in your pantry, then you can substitute it with a white bean or try black bean. I think that it would still give you the fiber, the protein, and the flavor and additional texture. The other thing that I like to use are black olives.
Yes.
The black olives. And black olives are wonderful because it contains very good healthy oils for the heart.
Yes.
It adds a very earthy tone. with a little bit of a nutty flavor. So I love black olives.
Yes.
If you want to substitute with green olives, because we all know during the pandemic, everybody's been making martinis.
Yeah.
So if all you have are green olives,
Yes.
feel free to chop up the green olive.
Now,
So what I'm saying is that, you know, you don't have to just totally stick to this recipe.
That's right.
You can kind of substitute. I use a cup to 2 cups of parsley because that is generally the main green ingredients in tabbouleh, even in traditional tabbouleh. But I've also done it with a head of cabbage to where I chop it up, and you can use cabbage. It gives it even a little bit more texture
And crunch.
and crunch. So it's still just very, very delicious. Very important to use is burgle, which is called cracked wheat in English.
Which one's that?
This is a grain. This is
Okay.
very important. In the traditional tabbouleh, they use a very fine grain, which is almost like sand. I like it, but I think that using an extra coarse grain is better. It gives more texture. It makes you more full. This actually is full. It's filled with so many different minerals. It helps to elevate blood sugar.
Oh,
up
nice.
to level, not elevate, but level blood sugar. It also helps to fill you up.
Mm-hmm.
It's very high in fiber and in minerals, so it aids in weight loss.
Yes.
So it's wonderful.
That's great.
Mhm.
And vitamins. Well, minerals and
It
vitamins,
is.
yes.
This is probably the only thing that I would suggest not to substitute because
Yeah.
I could say, you know, you could probably substitute it with rice.
It's a
but,
core ingredient.
but it's a core ingredient, and rice doesn't have the nutrients that this does.
That's right.
Because it's a grain. So this actually has a lot more nutrients.
Wonderful.
And it's very high in protein also.
Mm.
So, and this dish also pairs up well. You can pair it up with a frittata, an omelet,
Mm-hmm.
a grilled meat, like a little chicken kebab or a little steak. And
It's like a
it's
tasty
very-
little dish.
yeah, and the seasonings are very simple. The dressing is a delicious virgin olive oil.
Yes, we love that.
Yes, and I prefer the Kirkland's brand, which is available at Costco.
Mhm.
It's very cost effective. Any olive oil will work, but you want it to be, you know, a high quality. And Kirkland's actually has gotten great reviews. It's up there in the olive oil.
When I run out of my almond oil, I sometimes use the olive oil on my skin.
Yeah,
It's a little greasy at first, but your body absorbs it and it
Mhm.
keeps it very hydrated.
It does. It sure does. And then lemon juice. I love lemon juice.
Yes.
These are Meyer lemons. They're in season.
Oh, those are the
I
best.
love using lemons that are in season, and of course that's packed with vitamin C, packed with antioxidants, and that's really what we all need right now.
Now that's a really good one for digestion and alkalining it.
Yes, exactly. So another key ingredient is called sumac.
Mm.
Sumac is a spice which is available at HEB. I buy
Okay.
it all the time. You don't have to. I mean, if you want to go to Phoenicia or want to
Sure.
go to one of your local Mediterranean grocery stores, you absolutely can. It's kind of fun to go there.
What is this derived from? What is?
Well, actually, sumac are little tiny berries,
Oh,
which are almost considered a superfood, which is really interesting. So sumac is used in Lebanese cuisine. It's used in Persian cuisine. It's used in Turkish cuisine. So it's used along the Mediterranean and throughout the Middle East.
is this a common plant there that grows?
Well, they're
and
berries,
that's why it's
yes.
yeah, being
They're
yeah.
berries. They dry them, they crush them,
Uh-huh.
they powder them, and this is what they use.
Wow.
You use this raw. You don't necessarily need to cook with it, or you could. Nobody does. It's one of these spices that you garnish
Mm-hmm.
the dish with to use raw. It gives a beautiful tang to your dish. And you can pretty much use it on anything and everything. You can use it in potato salads. You can use it in your tabbouleh. You can use it after you grill your meats. You can
How would
sprinkle
you
it on there.
describe the taste if you were to sprinkle that like itself?
It has almost like a very tangy, slight berry
Mm,
taste.
okay.
It's quite delicious. And again, full of nutrients. It's a
Okay.
natural
We like that.
anti-inflammatory. So it aids with inflammation.
Oh, that's great.
It aids with digestion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very high in antioxidants, which is extremely healthy. So really,
Wonderful.
this dish is kind of like your superfood, healthy dish.
Whole foods.
It's
Vitamins,
whole.
minerals,
Everything is raw,
fibers.
so you're not losing any of the nutrients by cooking it. And it's just extremely fresh. Every time that I've made this, because, you know, Fritz, I do a lot of entertaining.
That's right.
So every time that I've made this for my guests, everybody's like, oh my God, this is the best tabbouleh I've ever had. Because I kind of spruce it up.
Yes.
I'm extra.
It's never the
So I
same
can make
twice.
my tabbouleh extra. So I
Yes,
always
we like
do-
extra.
Yes. And then, of course, I like to use a Himalayan salt
Mhm.
and just a nice medley of peppercorns, to use in the salad. So basically what I have here is my cutting board of some of the ingredients. Here's your red and yellow pepper, some green onion. I'm going to go ahead and chop up some of the spring onion
Okay.
to use. Fritz, do you have any questions?
No, I'm always excited about new dishes. I generally don't cook too often because I have a wonderful cook at home.
Oh, well, you're very lucky. I love to cook. I love to cook.
I do too. Lately,
And
it's
this is just a great dish.
yeah,
So,
and it's therapeutic to go
It's-
through this process.
Yes, exactly. One thing during this whole stressful time of being quarantined and pandemic, and we don't know what's going to happen, and all of that, I really stepped up my game when it comes to cooking. All of
Yeah.
my friends know that I've always cooked, and I've always been quite a great entertainer and
Yeah.
whatnot. But during this time, I had so much time that I actually started to create a lot of dishes.
Ah,
And the way that I find it to be very meditating is because when you're chopping and when you're doing things,
that's right.
you're in present time. You're there. You're concentrating, so your mind isn't thinking of other things.
And you're being creative
And
using
you're
your
eating-
minds,
and-
yes.
And you're eating healthy.
And you're eating
And
healthy.
you're eating healthy.
And sharing.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do
Uh-huh.
is I'm going to lift the bowl again.
Do you want to bring it closer to the
Bring
camera,
it
maybe?
closer, because I believe the cameraman was
A
signaling.
little more, yeah, a little more of a tilt. They're all pre-cut. And she stored them in Ziplocs, so
Yeah,
it's
so
fresh
it
for a
would
few
be-
days.
Yeah, so it would be easy. So this is your cucumber. So it's 1 cup of cucumber, 1 cup of tomato. You can do 1 or 2 cups of parsley. It's totally up to you. You can play with it. I'm doing 2 cups because I like a lot of the greens. So and 1 cup of red bell pepper for that crunch and all the health benefits.
Uh-huh.
And then the onions, just do half a cup of green onion and half a cup of red. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of olives. Now, it's your choice if you want to use whole olives or sliced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using whole. Because again, for me, it's presentation, it's
That's right.
texture, and
And proportional.
and it's proportional.
Yeah.
1 cup, these are perfectly measured out to 1 cup. 1 cup of chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans.
Yes.
Which a lot of people actually do have this in their pantry
That's
now
right.
because you can make hummus with it. And a lot of people like to play and make hummus. So if you have that 1 can of garbanzo beans in your cupboard and you have no idea what to do with it,
Yeah,
just-
there you go.
this is it. This is your dish.
That happens often to me.
Yeah, it is. There's
I
always
see the
that
can, I'm
one-
thinking, what could I combine
yeah,
it
what
with?
can I possibly create with this? So I am going to, oh, Fritz, you want to hand me the,
Sure. Later?
well, both of those?
Oh, both
to,
of them.
To toss. So you can use 1 cup of the Barigol. It just depends how much texture and if you like it. Now, this you boil.
Yes,
So the
okay.
instructions are there. It's very easy. It's almost like making a rice. So you basically do 1 cup of Barigol with 2 cups of water, a little bit of olive oil and salt. You let it boil until it becomes tender, let it cool down, and then you add it. I generally add more Barigol because I like to have that extra grain.
Gotcha. So
It's
it's
more
similar method for like making rice. Just
Yes,
the timing is
exactly.
just a little different. Yeah. Looks great. Now, is this is generally a side dish or can this be an actual meal?
Well, you know what? This can actually be a meal, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan. This absolutely is a meal because it has all the protein that you need.
Yes.
Between the Barigol and the chickpeas, it's full of protein. I myself, I'm not a vegetarian, so I would pair this up with a delicious frittata
Uh-huh.
or
Some
a
lamb.
kebab or a leg of lamb or lamb or something like
Yes.
that. And now I'm going to add lemon juice. Again, it's
Ooh.
to taste.
Yes.
You can use
Uh-huh.
half a cup of lemon juice, or you can use more. It just zingy and tangy you want it.
So it's better to add a little bit, test it, and then keep adding?
Yeah. you
Okay.
can.
You already know how much you
Yeah,
use.
I like a lot of lemon juice in mine. I think it just really brings out the flavor.
Uh-huh. This looks like a lot of food. I mean, how many servings is this?
Well, this is a lot of servings. Again,
Yeah.
For the show, I just thought it would be easier for me to divide it up 1 cup
Yes.
of chopped
Gotcha.
vegetable per vegetable. You can do it at a half cup.
So this is like 4 to 6 people, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So here's your olive oil.
Yeah. And it's very simple. Like,
It really is very
Yeah.
simple. You know, if you have I chop by hand, but
Mhm.
if you have a chopper, you can chop it that way. If you're making this for 1 or 2 people, it really isn't that much to chop. I
Gotcha.
mean, you're talking about just 1 cucumber.
Mhm.
You're talking about, you know, half of a red bell pepper.
Mm.
That the portions become a lot smaller. So you really just have to play with it and see. I tend to, again, go overboard with things, so I would put extra.
Yes,
But,
nothing
I'm gonna
wrong
go
with
ahead and
that.
add a little bit more of the spring onion
Okay.
because I think it adds extra. We chopped it, we're gonna use it, let's not waste it. Okay, so I've added the lemon juice and the olive oil. Now I'm gonna add the sumac. Again, it's to taste. I like to go heavy. So what I'm going to do is actually open up the side where it pours.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see actually how much I'm adding.
I would say, what, a couple of tablespoons?
Probably a little, maybe even a little bit more.
Look how pretty that is. So
So
rich
you see it almost
in colors.
Yeah, it's very rich in colors, and you see how dark it gets.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. Now I will tell you the salt you'll want to do it to taste.
Uh-huh.
I have found that you're actually going to have to use a little bit more salt than you think
Mm-hmm.
because that really brings out the flavors of the vegetables.
Gotcha.
You don't, I don't want to say that more is better, but this is Himalaya salt, which actually has a lot of, it has over 10,000 minerals that you can't
Oh
get
my
with regular
gosh.
table salt.
Yeah.
So it's very good for you anyway. So this is a little bit more coarse than I would have liked, but so we'll do this. And again, it's to taste. If you want it a little bit more salty, add more salt. If you don't want more salt, remove the salt. Some people are very salt sensitive. It just depends. So this is your peppercorns, and it's a medley. So it has your red, your brown, your green,
Mm-hmm.
and your black pepper. So you just
Look
give
at
it a
that.
little twist. It just depends,
Oop.
Oh, well, there we go. This is a great grinder.
Well,
so we're going to have a little extra peppery taste.
yes, a little extra crunch. Somebody rigged that before the show.
Yeah, somebody rigged that and said, oh, you better use this grinder. It's better. Well, sorry, the grinder broke.
Yes.
But actually, not a lot went in there. Anyway, so we just give it.
Don't worry, audience. You will not have to try that.
Yeah,
but overall, it was just a little bit that's in there.
No, and actually, it'll just give it a little
Look
bit
how
more
beautiful
spice.
that looks.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
So you just want to make sure that you blend all the ingredients.
Would it also be considered a salad?
Yeah, this is absolutely a salad.
Okay, gotcha. Wow.
Salads are made different ways. Everybody has this misconception that salad means it has to have lettuce.
Yeah, that's right.
That's not the case. Salads are basically raw vegetables.
That's right.
Oh, you know what? Another thing that you could add if you have some zucchini that you have not cooked, even yellow squash, those actually work very well chopped up and raw with this dish.
Yeah.
So you can kind of play with it.
So like eat seasonal vegetables that you can add.
Exactly.
Making it.
It's all about what do you have in your fridge.
That's right.
That you can, that you can add.
Looks fantastic. Let's show the audience.
And this is your.
There you go. Look at that. Wow.
So I believe that all the ingredients for this particular recipe version, because again, I said you could use squash, you can use cabbage. There's a lot of different things that you can use to substitute, are available on the Great Age Movement website, correct?
Yes, it'll be on, I believe he put some captions to show that, but we'll definitely add that.
I can't see it too far.
You can certainly email us at greatagemovement@gmail.com if you like additional information. Do you have 2 spoons? Let's taste the food.
Yes, let me grab a couple of spoons.
Bring that over. Bring that to the center. And let's try that out. That'll work.
Yeah, let me get 2 little salads right behind.
Thank you. Working that kitchen.
Did you work on an appetite with your exercise?
Yes, my little stretches, now a little healthy foods.
So
Get me
after
going.
the show, what I'm actually going to make is a frittata.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah,
delicious.
with steak, leftover steak from last night. I'll make a steak and potato
Ah,
frittata
we're staying for
With
after
a
the show.
with a side of this tabbouleh, and then I'll probably take a nap.
Yes. Lucky you. This looks awesome.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
well, go ahead and dig in.
Yes, I was waiting for you to do a
It's
cheers.
Cheers. So we'll.
Do we know how to say it in Lebanese?
Saften.
There you go. That means
Saften.
enjoy. Let's try it out.
Yeah, we have to remove our mask.
6 feet apart. Oh my gosh. Mm.
Those peppercorns just added an extra crunch.
Ooh, it's really good.
Mm.
Mm. And those olives. I was thinking it was going to be a little more like bitter.
No,
But no.
black olives aren't bitter. Those would be the green olives.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use olives that often, but this is really delicious.
This is a great dish to use olives.
It's the kind of food you want to keep going.
Mm-hmm. So I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes, Lily, thank you so much. That's amazing. It's easy. It's something you can try if you've never tried before in your home. That's the whole point of the show, is to not only entertain you, but also provide you useful ways of doing your exercises, healthy eating. We cover a lot of topics, so please join us every Saturday at 10 a.m. Next week, we have a fitness guru coming in. Her name is Taylor Grow, and she is going to take you through a 30-minute workout.
Oh, how exciting.
Low impact. So join us next Saturday on January the 23rd. Thank you again. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Lily. Bravo. Excellent. And we'll see you. Take care.
Have a great day.